Hello guys, welcome back to my Let's Platinum Divinity Original Sin 2. So, we in a graveyard area, trying to do some quests in here. There is good amount of...
Lizard death rites are nothing if not dramatic.
There are some trophies in here, so might attempt them, but first there is a trophy for fighting this dog.
The dog growls and bares its teeth at you in a wide, unsettling grin. You swear you see a worm emerge from its grey-pink gums, then burrow back in.
Okay, I think we will have height advantage in here. Okay. Oh, that's gonna buff the dog? No. Right.
Come closer. I dare you.
Take a step ahead. You won't be intimidated by some
He
mud.
sniffs, he snarls.
I am death. There's no defying me.
Stand your ground. What or who is he guarding?
The dog's growls intensify and transform into a rhythmic rasp that mimics laughter. You swear you see the ground behind him momentarily churn and tremble.
Do not mock me, you shambling bag of bones. You know what lies beneath. But I will not allow you another step closer, human. Kana's already laid claim to it.
Ask who Kwana is.
She calls herself master. I call her minion. Whatever name you choose, it is her hand that will wield it, not yours.
The dog raises its head to the stormy sky and howls. The earth beneath you vibrates, a dirge plucked on the strings of a rotting lute.
Necrotic troll, you are summoned. Crawl through the gate. The earth opens for thee.
Alright, so... so let's do this. And quickly buff her. Switch to him. Let's see what's up. Shit. Oh my god, don't knock down my... What is this? The fuck? No! Fuck's sake! Knock down everybody. Why he summoned him here? What the fuck? I hate that fight. The dog will move first, but I don't know if I can do that much damage.
Prepare yourself.
I'll yield to none.
Summon the dog. Okay. What he will do? Ah, no, it's still me, so I can still deal with him. How much the onslaught takes? Fuck, 4 plus 2. Interesting. That takes 1. I could jump next to him.
Glory is mine.
Okay, let's use that just in case.
Prepare yourself.
Alright, let's check the onslaught. Might be overkill, but yeah, why not? Do it. Jesus. He survived, but holy fuck. Cur of Low Degree. Now, would we get some more experience from for the killing of others? That I don't know.
The dog spirit rolls his head around, gawking at the ground and sky as if he'd never seen them before, then locks his eyes on yours. He snarls, unconvincingly.
I am death.
Say that you know death, and he most certainly not it.
You offend the necro-hound. When the reckoning comes, you will cower in fear of anathema. You will bow before the demon blade.
He moves to lick his haunches and seems taken aback by his own translucence.
Yeah, so there is another trophy related to that. So this is one of the trophies that is you started in here, but I think you get it in Act 3 or 4. So yeah, it's important. That's what he means. What's anathema?
Once a demon, now a weapon. We heard its call and slayed our allies in its name. It is near. With it, we will slay living and undead alike. There will be no mercy.
The canine spirit lifts his head to howl, but can barely manage a whimper. He tucks his tail between his legs, shocked at his own impotence.
Alright. Be fun. Take that.
So poised and proud.
Read.
A throwback to a more civilized time. Not that I remember.
So I think in here we can get pretty much free XP. 'Cause they are petrified. There you go. I mean, you can fight them as well, but why?
So still here, like the air itself's been petrified. Hurts, doesn't it?
And Quana.
Greet the Reaper for me.
7,000 for her. All in family. Ooh, Bone Widow. Okay, we need that key. I think if you try to open like those tombs and stuff like that, you get petrified. I'm not sure though, but I think that's the case. Because they all next to the tombs. If you see. Alright, halfway to level 13. I like it. So, is it here? There is another trophy, but in the main game I didn't manage to get it. So, not in the main game, what am I talking? When I was playing on PC. But now my persuasion is working, so hopefully we can get it. So I think it is in here.
In death, the dwarves give eagles life. An elegant passing for an inelegant people.
Okay. Where is the Oh, there it is, Featherfall. So we need to tame it. So, yeah, we have a
The
save.
eagle
Let's try
glowers
it.
at you balefully, with eyes like shiny little buttons. One manicured and beribboned claw shoots forth to claim the stringy offal before him. Stretching his neck forward, he peers closely at you.
Pretty eyes. Eyes that see far.
The eagle's own eyes glitter with avarice.
Wonder why he pecks at the screwy corpse. What there's better pickings around.
Peck, peck, peck. The eagle pecks free some choice lump of gristle from deep within the corpse. He swallows it whole, dark blood dripping from his beak and matting the fluffy feathers at his throat.
Master died, but Master told me what to do. All my life told me you are what you eat. So I do. I will become the Master. Unless you are not the new Master, are you?
No, we need to tame him, so... Oh, tell him there are no masters, but if he wants to eat lords, kings, and even the gods themselves, he should come along with and dine with you. There you go.
And if you want to be my master, you must first become the master. You are what you eat.
Yeah, so take a bite of the previous guy.
You chew it for what seems like forever, yet the texture does not change in your mouth. Tough yet moist, leathery yet slippery. It's disgusting. Sometimes you really wonder about how you make choices in life. Sometimes, like now. The eagle hops from claw to claw, peering up at you with a berserk and bird-like excitement.
See? Feel it? The power.
Yeah, pound your chest and claim to feel the full power of his master flowing through you.
A hacking caw breaks free from his ebony beak. Those little button eyes seem to twinkle in the gloom.
Yes, kidney. Good for courage. Good for warrior. You will fight well. Now Master's blood runs within you. Featherfall is with you. Together. We go together from here.
Featherfall hops eagerly onto your shoulder and digs his claws in deep. He pecks your cheek in what could charitably be called an affectionate manner. Blood drips from the wound. At least he didn't go for your eyes.
What? They didn't fix the this text for Fane. I don't have a cheek. There is no blood. What are they talking about? Summon Condor. There you go. And nest on high.
Biting deep into the rotting flesh, your senses are assailed with a rank odor of meat long past its prime. Your memory wavers and becomes not your own, but the memory of one who led the most solitary of lives. You see myriad wings flapping, your hand scattering birdseed. You hear the screeching of eagles, the tearing of flesh. All of your life is centered on this place, this pedestal of death. All of your life is dedicated to feeding your eagles the meat of your dearly departed people.
Ooh, a bone cage. She needed a bone cage though. But nor did the guys actually. Because I already teach them. Okay. So there is another trophy, I think, in here. And for it you need to learn answers that you find in the books in the house. But I think if you are Fane, you can get them as well. I think. Yeah, Garrett family, so we want to go there as well. So I got 2 trophies in this episode, so I'm just gonna leave it for another episode to get that other trophy. So yeah. Will we fight? I don't remember, so I just want to get the source back. Ooh, actually, and I want to know what's the...
Buying or selling? Can't be sold.
What is the belt all about? Only 14 to identify. What?
Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Well, don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
If I don't come visit your ton, who will?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you like to know?
Keeping it together, Bree?
Nothing special.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
No. Sell it. Alright. Bartering, leadership, lucky charm, dodging. Bartering, lucky charm, constitution. Do we need constitution? We do indeed. That's way better, the belt.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Okay, so that's why we were losing those all the time. Because the shield
Than a dozen rotten eggs
gives
dropped in a
strength.
vat of
There you go. Okay.
Well, don't come over. Not like you're buying.
Okay. Let's change back for a second. So we need to give him 1 to Constitution. Alright. So, right, unfortunately we need to take it from here. So now, boom, perfect. I think it's worth it. And then we can, when we are here, so we can take 1 point from arrow and put it somewhere, probably warfare. I think we need that, right? So if I go here, so I have 14 strength, and that's how much I need. We're just getting from the shield, and probably we will change the shield soon. So let's not change anything else. Yeah, I think rest is fine. Okay. Stone Garden. here, okay. That's safe. What's the story with this doggy?
I've
Is
spotted
that
something.
again the...
The shaggy dog keeps his distance.
You run away. Everyone here
Oh,
run away.
no.
All run for something.
Say that you don't run from anything, you run towards
Like
things.
sticks. Balls? Understand. I understand. I ran away from bad man. Very bad man. Man wanted to make me spider food. I know. I can sniff good and bad. Riker bad.
Ask about this Riker, he sounds like someone to steer clear of.
Bad man. So bad. I liked his house. Big garden of stones. Lots and lots of bones to dig. Good, tasty bones. But when I sniffed him, how he is for true, I ran and ran and ran.
Ask him to sniff you, do smell good or bad?
He paws a few tentative steps closer and sniffs all around you, nose wrinkling with concentration.
Some bad. Most good. Good enough. Good enough.
He bounds forwards and licks your face effusively. His breath stinks of graveyard clay and ancient bones. Immediately, you feel an allergic reaction developing on your cheek, hot red blotches spreading in an angry rash. The dog scurries away to sniff about the area, leaving you with his approval and an itchy face.
Are you joking? What the fuck? What is this? What the fuck? Okay, let's remove that. I don't know if that will work though. Oh, I forgot to put the points. Ah, fuck that. Oh my god. The dog fucked me up with a permanent disease. What the hell? Okay, that was funny. That was funny, I have to say. Permanent disease. Okay, what did she spot?
I found something.
Ah, unusual skeleton. Okay.
The skeleton is old enough for flies to have eaten its flesh, though some of its owner's clothing still remains intact, including a belt with a gleaming buckle.
Peer beneath the bones and examine the soil.
The earth beneath is slightly cratered. Either the skeleton's owner took a great fall, or happened to die upon a skeleton-shaped indentation.
Examine the skeleton.
The bones look properly intact, though its skull is askew, as if the skeleton is looking in a direction it shouldn't be able to.
Examine the belt.
The belt may have been gnawed by rodents and reptiles, but the name engraved on its buckle is unmistakable: Victor.
Examine the area around the skeleton.
You see no blood or signs of struggle. The surrounding vegetation is green and healthy.
Well, here's one corpse that never got a proper burial.
You re-examine the skull. The bones look properly intact, though its skull is askew. The belt may have been...
Alright, Victor, we need to remember. Alright, doggy, stay away from me.
Looks like this place has seen better days. Much better days.
Okay.
Gareth toils in monotony.
Not to the mountain. What's going on?
Gareth freezes, then turns slowly towards you. His breaths are steady, his voice a monotone.
I'm digging my murdered parents' graves. I'd ask that you show your respects.
Gareth moves to continue his task, but his cadence falters. He pauses, silence hangs, begging to be broken.
Apologize, you had no idea.
No, of course you didn't. Godwoken, I've seen Seeker's blood seeping into the sand. I waded through corpses on the deck of the Lady Vengeance. But when the lifeless eyes looking back at you are your own mother's, I just didn't know. I didn't know what darkness lied beyond pain. Now, well, now I do.
Reach out to comfort him.
Gareth shies away from you. His eyes pass over the half-filled graves, and he takes a shuddering breath.
Comfort! Even Lucian has none to spare. I've prayed to him, an endless litany. How many tears do I have to shed? How much must I lose for him to listen? No comfort, only recompense. Against Dallas's cronies, against the abomination that carry out their commands. The monks do the dirty work, and the whites keep their robes clean. Convenient. The monks that did it, they're still in the house, spreading their rancid smell. Paladins came to clean up the mess. In the name of Lucian, they say, and they seem to believe it.
Gareth forcefully exhales and looks past you to the nearby house. You fear he might snap the shovel's handle in two.
Press for details. He mentioned paladins. Who are they?
If you'd asked me yesterday, I'd have said they were the only ones left in the Divine Order worth their weight in salt. I have honored their devotion to our lost Lucian. Today, though, I don't know. The Paladins once fought the Black Ring at Lucian's command. The most courageous thing they could do now is turn their backs on the Order. I'm not holding my breath.
Say that Lucian might be gone, but you are still here for him. The Seekers too.
I've no use for empty platitudes. Not from a walking skeleton chosen as the Seven's divine pet.
You swear you hear Gareth's pulse, galloping faster than a saddled mount. You've never heard such a thing before, but you suspect Gareth's heart is close to tearing.
If you want to help, then you find the craven wight that ordered their slaughter. Anyone that stands between you and truth, no matter the flag they fly or creed they follow, make them bleed!
Maybe this one. Shake your head. Is this what his parents would want, for him to succumb to unbridled rage?
His clenched jaw tightens further, and then, in an instant, Gareth's guard is broken. Tears well in his eyes. With every blink, a pearl of grief falls to his cheeks.
My parents, they did nothing to deserve this. They were good, honest, more honest than me. I'd give my own life to bring them back. I never got that last chance to tell them I loved them. I never got to say goodbye. You're right. There's nothing more to be done here. Lucian, forgive me. And please, Godwoken, please forgive me too.
Okay.
That thing isn't John. It isn't anyone. It's a monster, pure and simple. All of them are.
Let's keep going. What? Jonathan gloves. Okay.
Good find.
Besides, what's the alternative? Guard this door forever? Feed them like pets? Get yourself together.
So I think Garrett returns to the ship. Alright.
The two paladins Gareth mentioned are arguing in front of the door to the modest farmstead. As they notice your arrival, they stop talking and look at you quizzically.
Ask them what's going on here.
We're guarding this house. Wise to stay well back. There's a bunch of silent monks inside who've tasted blood today. Already killed in there, so they did. They didn't kill anybody. The magisters who controlled them did. You know Donna, she wouldn't hurt a fly. Not until they turned her. But they did turn her. And now she's not Donna anymore. Get it through your head. The poor creature should be put down. No, wait! Surely, maybe someday they can be fixed, when all this source nonsense is over.
The other paladin rolls his eyes and shakes his head as he turns to face you.
In any event, it's our business, not yours. You just stay well away from the door and you'll be perfectly safe.
Straight up and tell them to move aside so we can enter the house.
We're guarding it. And believe me, you don't want to go in there. There's a bunch of silent monks inside who've tasted blood today. Already killed in there, so they did.
Said you better open the door for you before you kick it down.
Here, take the key and in you go. We're not going to lay down our lives for some silent monks. But,
Alright.
fine.
The lumpen silent monk stands like a pillar of decaying flesh. So still it seems he is not even breathing. He looks through your eyes with seeming disinterest as the life ebbs from his body, drop by drop, until he is gone and the flesh that housed him slumps to the ground. Emaciated of body and spirit, this silent monk stands straighter than the others, the remnants of military bearing clear in her posture. This must be Donna, the one spoken of by the paladins guarding the door.
Tell her that Jahad remembers her
She
fondly.
gives no indication at all that she has heard you, save for a single tear dripping from one eye. Her
Alright.
tears flow along with her blood, yet, even in the moment of death, she does not break her silence. This dwarven monk hangs his head, as if looking down at his feet. A wretch he does not resist. The silent monk looks. One of her hands trembles. Twitching, it reaches out to you. Her eyes squeeze.
Perfect.
May Gareth always choose the right path.
Ask what happened here.
Nothing we didn't see coming. We always knew Gareth was fated for greatness. As a boy, he'd leap through the fields with wooden sword in hand, slaying imaginary demons, protecting us from whatever evil he would dream up. We also knew that good men make enemies. We knew evil would come, and so it did. Not as a demon or as a witch, but as a man Gareth once knew as a friend. Jonathan. He watched eagerly as those shambling husks descended. It seemed like a game to him, like theatre. We would never blame Gareth. The righteous always pay a price. May the Seven will it. He will always be the hero we know him to be.
Bow your head, you never saw this treachery coming.
We always want to believe in each other. It's what separates us from the void. It's what makes our existence worthwhile. It's what we do next that defines us. We can respond with treachery, or we can rise above.
Say you'll do your best to put Gareth on the right path.
I trust that you will.
Note that the area's level of destruction. Surely the monks did not do all this.
Gareth did his duty. We felt it was only right that we did ours. The farm was always a safe space for sorcerers needing refuge. They deserved a haven, and so we gave them one. Our guests were usually frightened, shy, grateful. They never used their source, so the Voidwoken never came. The last one, though, she wasn't like the others. A lizard named Hanag. We housed her and fed her. Robes like a wizard's, voice like a queen's. Voidwoken appeared before long, and paladins after that. She clearly drew the Magister's attentions. Our fates were written.
Offer your empathy. Surely the sorcerer meant no harm.
I never thought she meant to do us wrong. I don't blame her for fleeing to the Cloister Wood. I worry for her.
All right. Oh, a chest. We're not learning much recently from books. Ow. Maybe here? No. Toy shield. Toy sword. And a worn teddy. All right. So, yeah, something I didn't do last time. We're supposed to get the source. Okay, so we got some trophies. There are two other that I think are kinda easy enough to get. Okay. Perfect. All right, so I think we might go for those two trophies in the other episode. So I think we're gonna take a break now, and in the off camera I'm just gonna clear my inventory and check some vendors to see if they have anything new, anything worth buying. And I think in the next episode we might go for some additional trophies.
Nothing good. Buying or selling? Capital. Good luck to you.
Queen Justinia executes 2 dozen noblemen for insubordination.
Ooh, boots. Ah no, those are the ones I sold. Yeah. Thievery, critical chance.
What kind of rat would sell such filth?
The kind that don't fancy
That's probably
starving,
better.
along with the rest of this town.
I mean, I like having extra teleportation,
All
but
well and good for you with your rations. We've got to take what we can get.
we need more armor, that's for
You'll
sure.
end up eating sawdust from a cell floor.
Yeah, I might get those for him.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Alright, but I'm just gonna go through vendors off camera. It's just, you know, if I'll get something, I'll let you know. So guys, as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.